Canadian political hypocrisy at its finest. Well, Trudeau's supposedly not intimidated, but he has run away like brave Sir Robin. This is the Great White North Report.
I'm in love with the system, never going home. I'm in love.
Everyone knows that the trucker convoy has arrived in Ottawa over the weekend, and they have no plans on going anywhere soon. And the response by our great federal politicians has been really mixed. I know Aaron O'Toole is planning to meet the truckers. Unfortunately, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh, who's supposed to be the champion of the working man, of course that's what the NDP are supposed to stand for, does not particularly care for this group of working men and will not meet them. In fact, he got mad at his brother-in-law for helping fund the trucker convoy. His brother-in-law donated a substantial amount of money and then tried to get it back after Jughead there scolded him. So the hypocrisy of the NDP comes to the fore. Jack Layton would not have backed down. He would have went and talked to the truckers. Not that I would ever vote NDP, but Jack Layton was a pretty decent man. Jagmeet does not fit that description. You know, the truckers have a right to protest, and they're pissed off with the vaccine mandates at the border. I don't blame them. It's really snarled up supply chains. Where I work, we depend on a lot of stuff from the United States, and if it's sitting at 6 hours at the border to get across, because that's what some of the snarl up times are, then we're not getting product on time, and we have little mini shutdowns on lines, which hurts the company and could lead to layoffs if it keeps up. You know, and truckers, they have to feed their families too. Some truckers get paid by the hour, but others get paid by how many runs they make, and they get bonuses if they're on time. So if a trucker stopped for 6 hours at the border, he's not getting his bonus, or he's not able to take another load that day, especially long haulers. So for the most part, I support the truckers with this vaccine mandate. Truckers are not going to spread a virus, the CCP virus. Most truckers pretty much keep to themselves. If anything, they stay on the main roads. They get a Timmy's, but that's so easy to do now without even thinking about it. But the NDP, they're not exactly rational. So let's hope O'Toole went and met the truckers. But it just shows you the hypocrisy of our political leaders. Trudeau claims he tests positive for the CCP virus and condemns the hateful convoy. It's not a hateful convoy. It's a convoy with rights. They have every political right, freedom of expression to do that. Now, is there a couple of nuts in the group? Of course, any political any movement or group will have its nuts. But there is such a small minority, a fringe movement within a movement. Even the Liberals have them. The NDP. So of course he's using the self-isolation so he doesn't have to meet the truckers or face the crowd, because let's face it, with the truckers you'll see a lot of fuck Trudeau flags out there. You know, this is a guy who got two CCV virus shots last year and received a booster. So what does he got to worry about? He'll just get a cold. So they were moved over the weekend from their residence to Rideau Hall after a convoy of anti-vaccine mandate protesters converged on Parliament Hill. A lot of those people aren't anti-vaccine. Most of those people probably already have their vaccine. They just don't like the closing of the borders for the truckers. Remember, the truckers are the lifeblood of our country. They bring everything to us. I do not blame the truckers one bit. Trudeau is just out of touch. I could see him moving his family, but he should stay behind and face the music. Be a man. Just shows you what a coward he really is. Swastikas spotted. Of course, when you have that many people in the streets, there's going to be other people taking advantage of it. And there's going to be things happening. The only thing I find really concerning is protesters dancing on the National War Memorial. That I don't like. But those aren't truckers. Those are people attached to the trucking movement to cause chaos. So I condemn those guys dancing on the side of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Show some respect. So Trudeau says he's not intimidated by the protesters, but he's still not going to meet the trucker convoys. He's gone into hiding. He's using the CCP virus protocols as his way out. Meanwhile, he's supposed to be meeting with Parliament today. They're supposed to be talking. Parliament's back in session. Well, he's there now. So obviously he's just dodging things. And he's not the leader we need. He's accusing them of hurling insults and abuse workers or steal food from the homeless. Well, do something about the homeless, first of all. But anyway, I stand with the truckers. I understand what they're going through. You know, no one likes wearing a mask and having to be prohibited where you can go eat, what you can do, where you can sit, things like that. And these are just some of the things that have been brought about by the CPP virus. Any Canadians out there, let me know what you guys think about the trucker convoy. Leave comments in the comment section. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until next time, this has been the Great White North Report.
I'm in love